Welcome everyone on Fast Track Legal Solution. I'm Riyasha Anand, the host, and we have Govind Bali sir. And today we will be talking about gender equality and rights, or is it just a myth? So, first question, sir. Why do some lawyers defend individuals accused of heinous crimes like rape? Is it about justice or morality?
It's about the profession that you're in. So, under the Advocates Act, we are nobodies to decide whether somebody is a criminal or not. It is our duty to represent, and representation of an individual is a right. So, as a lawyer, my duty is to represent that person. Whether that person is guilty or not is for the courts to decide. I am nobody to decide whether he's a rapist or not.
So, sir, if you know that the person is actually guilty,
You never know that.
and if they are confessing for the crime,
See, it depends again. My duty is to represent the individual. Ram Jethmalani ji, when he represented Kasab, he knew he's a terrorist. But it is the Advocates Act which bounds me to give the person a chance to be represented in the court of law, and that is what lawyers are doing. Whether it's a rape case, it's a terror case, or in that matter, it's a murder case also. So basically, heinous crimes do happen, and to give the society the idea of justice, we need to be present there to represent all angles of it, so that the better side of it comes out.
sure. Sir. Shifting to workplace thing, is gender equality in the workplace a reality or a policies like pay equity merely symbolic?
I don't think so. They're merely symbolic. Some time back, what used to happen was that under the Manrega Act, the male labor used to get more, and the female labor used to get less, even though the wages were equal by the government. But then slowly and steadily they started asking for it, and the pays are equal now. But yes, completely saying कि सबकी wage equal है, women are not being discriminated is not true. It happens.
Yeah, like in offices also we see that women are viewed differently.
It's not really true. See, what happens is there are certain works which women are not comfortable in doing. Now, when I say they're not comfortable in doing, is these works could be anything. This work could be that you are not comfortable going out of station to do a work. You are not comfortable going to the court for getting filings done. You are not comfortable going to the market getting things done. So the people who are able to do it are accepted more.
So there are also like coolies which are female.
Yeah.
So that also exists.
Yeah, they will exist. Anybody who's willing to do and be in the same environment will never feel discriminated, no? Now, for example, people say that women should be in the para special forces of the Indian
Yeah.
Army. If they're ready to share sleeping bags with their troops, they can be in the special forces, no? If they're ready not to take bath for so many days, they can be in the same place. There are other issues also, you know. If they're ready to go with the same payload, nobody will stop them. But there cannot be special conditions for them in that matter. Now, there are certain places where you can have certain conditions. अब फौज के अंदर क्या है कि सियाचिन ग्लेशियर के ऊपर जो वेदर है वो तुम्हें नहीं बताएगा ना कि भैया मैं इतना ठंडा हूं तो तुम लड़के हो या लड़की हो, इट्स गोना इफेक्ट यू. But if you think your body is not able to take it, then you will not be able to be given the same equity there, no?
Yeah. Also, sir, should there be gender quotas in political representation, or do they undermine meritocracy? Like there was this 33% for like.
See, that was important at that particular point of time, because earlier what used to happen, मतलब प्रैक्टिकली तो अभी भी उस चीज का कोई फायदा नहीं हो रहा है. बेसिकली सरपंच जो होता है, पंचायती इलेक्शंस जो है, उसमें सीट रिजर्व होती है लेडी के लिए. लेडी जीत भी जाती है,
पति
पर जो उनके पति हैं वो झंडा फहरा रहे होते हैं, डिसीजंस वो कह रहे होते हैं, खुद को सरपंच वही कह रहे होते हैं. But yes, with that reservation, what has happened is that women are getting a chance to be represented in the parliament. There are policies which are coming up for the rights of the women. There is representation, no? It is
Hmm.
not only women who should be getting those reservations. People from other places also should get reservation.
Hmm.
Sportsmen should have certain quotas.
Yeah, they do. Sports quota exists,
No,
and they're
sports quota does not exist. There are certain special seats
okay.
which are given by the president, nominate certain people,
Okay.
and they go there. There are no sports seats in the parliament. There are sports seats in educational institutes.
Yeah, like yeah.
That happens, but in the end, what needs to be done is that we need to come up with an idea where it is a just society. You know, we are not just.
And do you
Uh,
think is it possible to achieve a just society,
maybe
or is it a utopian
maybe in
concept?
some years people will go come to that place,
Hmm.
but crime against men and women will not decrease with that.
Hmm.
Crime is not something that happens looking at the gender. Crime happens to anybody.
Hmm.
People don't report it, but males are also raped in this nation.
That is true. Like if if we are talking in a like closed space, and you will find males will share with you that they have been through a similar experience.
They have been through a lot of abusive experiences in life, you know.
Hmm.
I have got cases where men have been raped, literally raped, and then extorted out of, but no FIRs were registered.
So, do you think is it also a product of patriarchy that men think they cannot speak up about it
I don't think so. It is a concept of patriarchy.
because they have been told that they
They
have
have been
to,
told that you cannot
yeah.
cry, you are strong and blah
Hmm.
blah blah. But ऐसा नहीं है. दर्द तो मर्द को भी होता है. I
हाँ,
mean, it is as simple as that.
obviously.
It is a myth that men do not feel pain.
Exactly.
And crimes happen against anybody. You know, it is
Hmm.
not a just society again. Some guy would be very strong, some guy would be very weak. It is not just there also.
But
It is
they
because
they take upon their masculinity that they couldn't protect themselves.
I don't think so. That's one of the reasons. Basically, when rapes happen to men, they are reported also. But the system does not absorb it. When they go to the police stations, police starts laughing on that.
They
तेरे
laugh
साथ
it
क्या
off.
हो गया?
हाँ.
Whereas that is wrong, no? क्राइम इज क्राइम. मतलब वो लड़की के साथ हुआ है, लड़के के साथ हुआ है, किसके साथ हुआ है, क्राइम तो क्राइम है.
Also, yes, you can see this even in your family that a girl child is protected more, and a boy child is not. They're like, कि, okay, लड़के के साथ क्या ही
See,
होगा.
वो डिफरेंस बहुत पहले शुरू हो जाता है. जब लड़का पैदा होता है उसको बंदूक दी जाती है, लड़की को किचन सेट दिया जाता है. So basically, sports also that they put in are different. Boys might be told कि यार तुम जाओ फुटबॉल रग्बी भी खेल लो, हॉकी खेलो. Women are told कि बैडमिंटन खेलो, स्विमिंग कर लो. So basically,
these are the safe.
मतलब whatever it is. Then there's a concept of, you know, safeguarding goes beyond also. That safeguarding becomes a restrictive environment, which does not let people grow also at times.
Also, we were talking about कि politics में reservation and all, and निर्मला सीतारमन का जैसे हुआ था अभी कि GST वाला thing, and people were bashing her, not like bashing her as a leader, but bashing the whole community. ऐसे women ही खराब होती है, अगर औरतों को सीट में पहुंचा दिया जाएगा तो obviously ऐसी ही policies बनाएंगे. It was that.
That is something which has to change. But then also we need to understand when a rape happens or a abuse happens, सब मर्द बदनाम होते हैं.
But they
All
take
men-
offense also.
It's okay. Women also take offense. It is not that women don't take offense. If all men are the same, men can also say all women are the same. That is what a just society would be, no? Rather than saying कि भाई ठीक है, अगर लड़की के साथ लड़की ने कुछ गलत बोला है तो वो कोई गलती नहीं है, लड़के ने गलत बोला है तो वो दानव है. Wrongs could be on any side. But yes, a politician doing something, coming up with a policy matter, people will feel disheartened because we are having so many taxes. We are paying more in taxes than we are earning.
Yeah, and the whole concept of taxes is also very.
It's not just.
हाँ, also कि common लोगों को समझ ही नहीं आएगा.
समझ भी नहीं आएगा. And see now the concept that caramel popcorn are gonna be more expensive.
That's a whole debate in
Whole
itself.
debate itself, and it is not a very sensible debate also.
Sure.
It is just कि why it is a popcorn only. उसके ऊपर चीनी डाल दी उन्होंने जिसको वो कैरमल बोल रहे हैं. जब उसको कैरमल बोल दिया तो वो महंगा कैसे हो सकता है? वो है तो भुट्टे का दाना ही ना. In the end, plain salted popcorn is different. Branded popcorns के ऊपर अलग है. Caramel popcorns के ऊपर अलग है. So that concept is being challenged. But and you know, taxation also needs to happen in a different way. Taxation के अंदर आप किसी को ज्यादा टैक्स कर रहे हो, किसी को कम कर रहे हो, कुछ दे ही नहीं रहे हैं. एंड इन द एंड टैक्सेस से भी देयर आर कंट्रीज जो टैक्स नहीं लेती हैं.
हाँ,
और देयर आर कंट्रीज जो बहुत टैक्स लेती हैं पर बहुत कुछ देती भी तो हैं.
Also, I heard दुबई में ऐसा है कि बहुत अच्छा है
हाँ,
concept.
they've got a value added tax system, but there's no income tax as such. There's a VAT which is 5%.
Even we had VAT पहले.
Yeah, but that has been converted into GST now.
Do you think it was better back then when we had VAT?
See, we cannot comment on that. I'm not a tax expert, so I will not be able to give a decision on that part. But then, in the end, if there is a unrest in people about the taxation system, and majority of people are opposing it, there has to be something about it which is not right.
Also, sir, are gender neutral laws effective, or do they unintentionally disadvantage certain groups?
Gender neutral laws exist कहाँ करते हैं? We do not have gender neutral laws in India.
But we are like working towards it.
I don't think so. We're working towards it because see, there is no legislature in this country which is gender neutral as such. We need to talk about gender neutrality, and we need to talk about gender neutral laws coming in. That is certainly true. But are gender neutral laws existing? The answer is no. And gender neutral laws आने से ये होगा कि दोनों लोगों को बराबरी से देखा जाएगा. सिर्फ बराबरी से देखा ही नहीं जाएगा, दोनों लोगों को ये मौका भी दिया जाएगा कि भाई देखो हो गया, तुमने गलत किया है तो तुम भी पनिश होगे, उसने गलत किया है तो वो भी पनिश होगा. अभी एक केस था ना, अ लेडी मैरिड 9 men सेपरेटली, और 9 के 9 के ऊपर उसने एक एलिमनी का केस डाला, परमानेंट एलिमनी का केस डाला. इन द एंड देयर वाज नो एक्शन अगेंस्ट दैट लेडी. आई मीन शी वाज नॉट इवन पनिश्ड फॉर इट. Whereas if a man would have done the same thing, he would have been treated in a very different manner. So we need to come up with laws which are treating everybody equally. It is not only about man and women, it is about trans men also.
Also, like, this is what feminism is, right? Ki we are also fighting for men's right. And do you think the concept of feminism is relevant?
Concept of feminism is overboarded. The actual concept of feminism was something else. It is being abused. Men lives do matter. I mean, it is not that all men are wrong. Just degrading men will not make you a feminist. Equality की जब हम बात करते हैं तो equity की बात क्यों नहीं करते हैं लड़कों के साथ? There are privileges that women also have which men do not have. Women get maternity leaves because they give birth to the child. Even the father should be getting certain leaves.
There are celebrities who did it.
In certain organizations you're getting them, but generally तो नहीं मिल रहे हैं. उसके बाद why it is expected that only men will be running the household in the end? So concepts हैं, concepts will change with time. Feminism का कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत ज्यादा रेलेवेंट है या नहीं है, उस चीज को हमें सोचना पड़ेगा. मतलब whether it is being utilized in the right form is the question.
I think we should see them for what it is actually.
Yes.
And not for what is being interpreted.
Rather than what has been done to it. I mean, just filing cases on men is not feminism.
Like, there are movies which challenge the stereotype, like Kenka, where the woman is earning and the man is like doing the household work. And the concept of alimony, there was this recent case जिसमें the guy died, like वो वाला जो case था. So what do you have to say about that?
See, women laws in this country, now you both are working. वो 1.5 लाख रुपए कमा रहे, तुम 1,70,000 रुपए कमा रही हो. There is no need of alimony. If he's earning 1,20,000 in Bangalore, you are earning 1,10,000 in Delhi. Living cost का difference है, तो दोनों बराबर ही आ गए ना, similar threshold पे आ गए. So why should only the man be paying the alimony? Abhi to there are laws where women also have to maintain their husbands. But then in the end, the question is this concept of alimony for working women actually true? Is it actually correct? अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक जजमेंट में किसी को 4 crore alimony दी है, but that lady was asking for lady was asking for 70,000 in alimony. Is that even required is the question at large. So, and then we talk about equality. If we talk about equality, would the lady actually need the money to be maintained? She'll be able to fend for herself also. But then there are other questions also, that how would she fend for herself because she was a house lady. So one needs to come up with the idea slowly and gradually that what equity basically means.
So it needs to be redefined. So the alimony is needed for the women who are not economically like feasible for themselves.
Yeah, but it's being given to anybody and everybody, who's asking for it. 125 जो है interim maintenance, वो तो हर किसी को ही दे दी जाती है ना. So वो उसकी जरूरत है कि नहीं है is the question.
Sure. So how does toxic masculinity affect men's mental health and their place in gender equality?
What do you mean by toxic masculinity is a question at large, because see, toxic masculinity could be मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता.
Sure.
Toxic masculinity could be men don't cry. Toxic masculinity would be ये मेरी बंदी है, ये बाहर कैसे जा रही है. Toxic masculinity could be हमारे घर की लड़कियां बाहर पढ़ने नहीं जाती, हमारी घर की लड़कियां छोटे कपड़े नहीं पहनती. So basically toxic masculinity जो है वो इफेक्ट करती है मेन को इमोशनली, वो उनको इफेक्ट करती है इकोनॉमिकली भी, वो उनको आगे नहीं बढ़ने देती लाइफ में. बट हाउ मेनी टॉक्सिक मैन एग्जिस्ट इज अ क्वेश्चन.
Men have this pressure that they have to be independent, that there is no question about it.
It is not a pressure. It's not a pressure.
They have to be the breadwinner.
They have to be, because in the family, अगर आप घर के बड़े बेटे हो, ज्यादातर इंडियन फैमिलीज में, तो आपके ऊपर एक बोझ डाल दिया जाएगा कि आप घर की जिम्मेदारी तुम पे ऊपर है, तुम्हें ही घर चलाना है. घर की बड़ी बेटी पे नहीं डाला जाता. So why is that happening? That is because of the societal things. And second, it is generally thought of Indian society के अंदर कि जो बेटी है वो पराया धन है, वो तो किसी और के घर जाएगी तो उसका पैसा कैसे ले ले. Whereas this concept has to vanish with time. Parents are parents. Parents who've given birth to you, you cannot just detach yourself from them, no? कल को किसी के पेरेंट्स अगर लड़की के पेरेंट्स बीमार हो जाए और वो मैरिड है, क्या वो अपने पेरेंट्स को इकोनॉमिकली सपोर्ट नहीं करेगी? She will. They will do it. But there are women who might not do it. But men are told to be. But I have seen women in my life who have done anything and everything to safeguard the families. And ये जो masculine, ये toxicity कह सकते हैं या patriarchy है कि men have to do everything, is going to affect, it has affected the society to a large extent. But then we need to understand, men have never been truly free. Men are always run by the emotional backdrop of women in their life. The families are run by women. Families are not just run by men. फैमिली के अंदर जो डिसीजंस हैं वो हमारी मदर लेती है, सिस्टर्स लेती हैं, दादी लेती हैं. हमें लगता है कि मर्द सब डिसीजंस ले रहे हैं, बट इन द एंड दो डिसीजंस आर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय समवन, नो?
And the whole that is different कि जब abusive marriages होता है, because that also exists where men are not considerate about the opinion of women in their life.
Women are also not really considerate about the decisions of men in their life. That happens. मैं तो बाहर जाऊंगा रात को 11 बजे, तो women also say कि I want to go clubbing, I'm married, so what? If the lady can do it, the man can also do it. वही बात हो गई ना equality और equity की.
Both should take each other's opinion into consideration
and then come to a conclusion rather than just being there. अपनी बात थोपने को relationship नहीं कह सकते ना. अपनी बात के साथ मैनेज करके बात को आगे ले जाने में, एक सिचुएशन में आने में, उसको ही तो कहोगे ना कि हम एक सेंसिबल मैरिज में है.
You being a family, you being an expert in family law cases, you must have seen a lot of cases dealing with such issues. Would you like to highlight some of?
See, basically, what I have seen is that the way of exaggeration of women in the court of law is much different. जब कोई फीमेल क्लाइंट आती है वो बहुत ज्यादा एग्जैजरेट करके बताती है क्या हुआ है, वेयर एज द मेल क्लाइंट इज नॉट एबल टू एग्जैजरेट दैट मच. ही इज मोर टू द पॉइंट, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ ऐसा हुआ ऐसा हुआ, मैंने तो इतना करा, एंड दे आर प्रैक्टिकली मोर ऑनेस्ट. That's my experience. I am not trying to offend anyone. But when women come, they try to either make it sound more worse, और दे ट्राई टू पोर्ट्रे कि भाई ये जो हुआ है ना ये सही नहीं हुआ है, मेरे साथ बहुत ही ज्यादा बुरा हो गया है. बट इन द एंड what I have seen is that women are more inclined in fighting the cases also, because maybe they're too frustrated by that time, or maybe their emotional quotient is higher at times. But in men's case, what I feel is that men have perceived it in their mind कि भाई हमारे लिए कोई लॉ है ही नहीं, हमारे साथ तो कुछ होना ही नहीं है, ये जो वकील साहब है इनके पास हम आ गए हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास और कोई चारा नहीं है, पर ऐसा कोई कानून नहीं है जो हमें बचा सकता है. But in the end, men need to know there are a lot of laws for them. It is just how you are able to interpret them, how you want to fight for them. एक बहुत बड़ा misconception है कि बच्चे की जो custody है वो कभी father को नहीं मिलेगी.
Yes.
There are cases where fathers have got the custody of the children even after the mother being there.
Because in major cases, I think women are given some sort of edge in custody cases.
ठीक है, they say ममता है and everything, but you need to understand it is the welfare of the child which matters. That is what courts look at. अगर बच्चे को एक जगह पे ज्यादा फैसिलिटीज, ज्यादा अच्छा टेक केयर मिल रहा है, the court will not see whether it is the mother or the father जिसको कस्टडी मिलनी चाहिए. कस्टडी जनरली is given to the person who is able to take care of the welfare of the children in a better manner.
So what are some rights for the men in aspects like these?
Men can ask for custody of children, men can file cases against women, men can file defamation cases if they've been abused by the lady and there are be fake cases filed against them. Men can go for divorces, men can ask for the safeguard for men is they should take all the property in the name of their father. क्योंकि एक ये कॉन्सेप्ट है ना कि डाइवोर्स में आधी आधी प्रॉपर्टी डिवाइड होती है एंड ऑल दैट, बट ऐसा नहीं है. आधी प्रॉपर्टी डिवाइड नहीं होती है. जनरली प्रॉपर्टीज व्हिच आर सेल्फ एक्वायर्ड आर divided. So there are people who do not take any properties on their own name.
They take from the parents
name. Now that becomes not their property. जब उनकी प्रॉपर्टी ही नहीं है तो वो डिवीजन कैसे होगा? And then you need to have a lot of trust in your partner. Problem is building of trust also. Building of trust takes time. There's a huge difference between men and women. Men do not think like women. Women think more differently. जो men are comparatively simple in their thinkings. They're like मैंने फूल ला के दे दिया मेरा काम हो गया.
Yeah.
That is what men generally think. So धीरे धीरे men are also realizing that what emotional quotient is. They are also realizing how things have to happen. They are also realizing how to think and talk in a manner that the relationship can be sustained. पुराना जमाना नहीं रहा है. And the idea of romance is also different from men and women. Women might think having candlelight dinner is romance. Men might think just talking to the lady is romance. Because see, men have never got that much of love that women get, comparatively speaking. क्योंकि उसको हमेशा बोला जाता है तू रोएगा नहीं, तुझे दर्द नहीं होता है. So basically, women are comparatively, I am not trying to put in a general perspective, but women generally are cared for from the younger age only. So उससे क्या है कि वो इमोशनली फिर भी स्टेबल हो जाती है. उनको पता लग जाता है कि इमोशंस को एक्सप्रेस करना जरूरी है.
We can even see the difference between male friendships and female friendship. कि अगर female friendships में ऐसा होता है कि come, we will talk about the emotions, what you're going through, and men are like okay,
चल यार हो गया छोड़ ना, चल आजा सुट्टा पीते हैं, ठीक है They will, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But the male friendships last very long. I don't know what makes that last so long. I mean, I have a friend from class second who still exists. And लड़कों के साथ ये है कि यार सर ने बोल दिया या भाई ने बोल दिया तो
हाँ.
होगा.
हाँ.
They will not listen.
They're just
मतलब,
there.
like I've got my brothers. My brothers are my best friends. If I tell them we have to go, they will not ask कहाँ जाना है, क्यों जाना है.
तुम्हें काम है तो मैं क्यों जाऊँ?
नहीं, they will not do that. They will like, अच्छा कितने बजे पहुंचना है?
Yeah.
So I am literally telling you, there was a time when I was hospitalized, and I did not tell my brother I'm hospitalized, and I told him come to this place. That guy came, and he's like, why did you not tell me that you are hospitalized? I was like, I needed you. I just told you that I'm not prepared. I am like, you are here. That is the preparation. Whereas there is a lot of shadow work when it comes to women. Women talk in a different manner. Women might try to act at times.
Maybe it's
Like वो क्या करेंगी कि अच्छा ये ऐसा है वैसा है, but in the end they'll be like he's not a nice person.
yeah.
We are not able to do that. That's what I have realized. I am not saying कि सब लोग ऐसे होंगे. So equality के अंदर another issue is that how to bring in equal opportunities for all. Now there
Given
are
the same
platforms. For that we need to make men and women equally responsible also. We need to make men and women equally adaptive also. We need to give them similar roles. Slowly and steadily that's happening. A woman is also flying a fighter jet.
Yes.
A man is also flying a fighter jet. We've got a president who's a tribal woman. We've
From
got
my state.
yeah. Then we've got people who are doctors. Women are doctors, males are doctors. We've got women in the army also now. Maybe they will also be in the fighting arms. As of now वो clear नहीं है, but कभी तो आएंगी. Special forces में कई जगह पे नहीं है. और होना डिफिकल्ट है एज ऑफ नाउ, बिकॉज स्पेशल फोर्सेस के अंदर बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो women might not feel comfortable about. So धीरे धीरे होगा, धीरे धीरे things are changing. Now I see men and women driving, both bullets are दोनों बुलेट चला रही हैं आराम से. They are riding bullet bikes and going off. There are women who are playing the same sports as men. So we are moving towards that. But with that, we have got laws which are not equal. So that also needs to change.
So, do you think rape shield laws strike the right balance between protecting victims and ensuring a fair trial?
Depends again. I mean, rape cases के अंदर बहुत सारे ऐसे rape cases हैं जो fake हैं. I mean, the actual conviction rate is not that high. क्योंकि prove ही नहीं हो पाता है. Second is, the way rape trials are conducted, the victim is not able to express also. She's questioned again and again, or he's questioned again and again. He मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि आने वाले टाइम में उसके भी क्वेश्चनिंग होनी शुरू हो जाएगी. सॉडमी केसेस में क्वेश्चनिंग होती थी. तुम्हारे साथ कैसे हुआ, किसने किया, क्यों किया,
And
कैसे.
the questions are very
These questions humiliating,
Yeah.
and they actually get into the head of the person, and she's not able to hold herself up. जिसके साथ वो क्राइम हुआ है वो कैसे खुद को होल्ड अप करेगी.
And people think it's better to let go of it than filing a case and fighting for
No,
it.
I don't think so. It is better to let go of it. It वाला कोई कॉन्सेप्ट है. कॉन्सेप्ट ये है कि पेरेंट्स कहते हैं कि अगर लोगों को पता लग गया तो बदनामी हो जाएगी, बेटी की शादी नहीं होगी. But we have to fight for it. If something wrong has happened, you have to fight for it. And now fast track courts for rape cases have come in. So fast track कोर्ट में अगर केस चला जाता है तो जल्दी खत्म हो भी जाता है.
जैसे there are fake cases also, but there are many unreported cases.
The unreported cases is very high. जितने unreported cases हैं उतने ही fake cases हैं.
I think most of us have gone through an experience of their own. Like if you talk to a person and they will come up with an like story, okay, we have been through this thing, and
See, basically women are abused or molested or sexually abused at younger ages also. And generally एक statistics है कि वो family members ही होते हैं. They are related to them who do it. So ऐसा नहीं है कि ऐसा नहीं हुआ है, but होता है. But we need to come up with methods by which we can stop such things happening. Abhi धीरे धीरे schools have started teaching good touch, bad touch, both to male and female children. Maybe men do not realize at the longer age that they were abused, or maybe they do not understand the concept कि भाई हमारे साथ ये हुआ है. धीरे धीरे women when they grow up, actually it is said that women get mature much before the men. So maybe they are able to realize, and it haunts people who've been abused in their childhood. It starts haunting them. So we need to come up with those concepts also.
There was this case where a son abused her own mother, like sexual assault.
Yeah, there have been
There are
cases like
cases like
that. There was a case now. The brother and the father were raping the daughter. So ऐसे बहुत सारे cases हैं. If we look at the filth in this world, we'll not be able to look at anything beautiful again. So that is why you will see lawyers try to switch off their phones after office, so that they are able to see good things also. Because as a lawyer, especially as a lawyer who's dealing with matrimonial laws, who's dealing with criminal laws and gender laws, he is seeing a lot. मतलब I tell my parents also, मेरे से ये मत पूछो आज कौन सा केस था और मैंने क्या किया. There's a very simple concept behind it. I have gone through that. Why should you go through it?
Exactly.
I mean, बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो एज अ लॉयर आप बात करने से हिचकिचाते हो. कोर्ट में हम लोग खुलेआम बोलते हैं सब. हम लोग को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कोर्ट में, बिकॉज वी नो एवरीबडी इज मैच्योर इनफ टू लिसन टू इट. बट व्हेन वी गो होम, पीपल विल स्टार्ट जजिंग. इसने ऐसा किया होगा, उसने ऐसा किया होगा. दे विल स्टार्ट बिकमिंग जजेस. दैट टॉक्सिसिटी विल गो इनटू देम. सो we try to talk limited.
So as you were saying about the conviction rate of the male, so sir, do you think why do you think the conviction rate for sexual assault is so low? Is it because of the justice system failing the survivors, or the fake cases?
One is fake cases, other is evidence preserve ही नहीं हो पाता. I mean generally अगर आज इंसिडेंट हुआ है तो आज ही केस रिपोर्ट हो जाए, ऐसा बहुत ज्यादा केसेस में नहीं होता है. Then there are cases of repeated rape also. Rape does not mean that it has happened only once. Rape would be that you have been blackmailed and then turned into a sexual intercourse which is happening repeatedly. जब तक वो विक्टिम जो है अपने अंदर हिम्मत जुटा पाती है पहुंचने के लिए, तब तक एविडेंसेस नहीं बचते.
Also, there are times most people realize they have been raped much later.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people's drinks are spiked and they do not realize कि rape हो गया है. They get to know it later on after they wake up. There are some drugs going out in the market in which the women can never get pregnant after being being spiked by that drink. So a crime is happening, but is it only against women?
No, definitely not.
So we need to also understand that when men are being raped, why are they not being given the due right of being given the rights to be in the court of law to protect their rights?
They should be given the right. So also, should false accusations of sexual misconduct be punished more severely to deter misuse of the system?
Yes.
So that
we need to bring it to the public at large कि भैया अगर फेक है तो तुम्हें बहुत ज्यादा सजा मिलेगी. That will reduce the number of fake cases. That would also reduce the number of burdens on the court. अभी आप एक बात समझो, जो एक कोर्ट है वो दिन में 60 से 70 केस एक नॉर्मल एमएम कोर्ट देखती है. दैट इज मजिस्ट्रेट कोर्ट. हाई कोर्ट के अंदर रोज के 150 से 200 केस पर कोर्ट पे लगे हुए हैं. Will they be able to deliver justice to all? Would all the cases be able to be heard in the high court? Possible नहीं है. उसके अंदर कितने फेक हैं, कितने रियल है, वी डोंट नो ना. इट इज फॉर द कोर्ट टू डिसाइड. तो उस डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस में कितना टाइम लग जाता है. which is putting unnecessary burden on the court. Alongside unnecessary burden, it is also a punishment on the person who's going to the court again and again and again. सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि फेक केसेस को पनिश करना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर फेक केसेस प्रूव हो जाते हैं और ये प्रूव हो जाता है डिलिबरेटली उसने सोच समझ के इसको प्लान करके किया है, उसको बहुत ज्यादा सीवियर पनिशमेंट मिलनी
There
चाहिए.
are no laws about it
No,
right
there are
now.
certain laws about fake cases. There are
Okay.
certain laws about false reporting also.
Okay.
But उनका कितना यूटिलाइजेशन हो रहा है उसके ऊपर अभी डेटा एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है.
Hmm. So, does the presumption of innocence clash with the Me Too movements called to believe survivors?
See, Me Too movement has got a different angle to it. Me Too movement is something like where you sometimes deliberately do something and then realize that मेरे से कुछ गलत हो गया है. Or places where the other person is in a place of dominance. So वो जो Me Too movement है उसके अंदर हम प्रूव कैसे करेंगे इज अ क्वेश्चन. मी टू मूवमेंट के अंदर रेप केसेस ज्यादा नहीं है. मी टू मूवमेंट के अंदर हरासमेंट केसेस ज्यादा है और एक्सप्लिसिट ऑफर्स देने वाले केसेस ज्यादा हैं, या फिर लोगों को ये बोलना कि अगर तुम मेरे साथ ये कर लोगे तो मैं तुम्हें एक्टर बना लूंगा या बना लूंगी. सो those cases have to be treated in a different manner. They are not similar to rape. तो उनका कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा सा अलग है. सो मी टू इज अ मूवमेंट which has taken out a lot of things, but क्या वो harassment लड़कों के साथ नहीं हुई? There are people who come to me who have been abused in the corporate offices only.
Okay, male.
By women seniors. So उसके लिए but हमारे पास recourse क्या है?
We don't have any.
Another thing is the day he complains, another case would come up against him only. बिकॉज हमारी सोसाइटी में कॉन्सेप्ट तो हो गया है ना कि लड़कों का तो रेप हो नहीं सकता. लड़कों का रेप होगा तो उनको मजा आता है. दिस इज व्हाट द कॉन्सेप्ट इज गोइंग अराउंड इन द सोसाइटी. सो वी नीड टू कम अप विद दैट आल्सो. वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एनीथिंग अगेंस्ट समबडीज विल इज अ क्राइम. नो मीन्स नो जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो सबके लिए है. इट इज नॉट ओनली फॉर वुमेन. इफ अ मेल सेज नो, इट इज अ नो.
ऑल्सो जस्ट एक पीपल ट्वीट कि मी टू और उनका सामने वाले पर्सन का करियर में पूरा इफेक्ट हो जाता है.
See, some people came out very strong out of it and they filed defamation cases and they proved themselves right. कुछ लोग ट्रेंड करने के लिए भी सोशल मीडिया पे मी टू कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं कर रहे हैं. बट अगर उन केसेस में सच्चाई है और ऐसा क्राइम हो रहा है तो those things have to be utilized in a manner and उनके अगेंस्ट में हमें एक्शन लेना पड़ेगा. बिना एक्शन के कैसे कुछ हो सकता है? हमें ये तो देखना पड़ेगा ना कि अगर हमारे साथ ऐसा हुआ है या किया गया है तो क्यों किया गया, और अगर वो हुआ है तो अगर उस इंसान ने किया है तो वो गलत है. तो वी हैव टू पनिश दैट.
सो कमिंग टू सेम सेक्स मैरिज, so sir, do you think कि legalizing same sex marriage enough, or does true equality demand societal acceptance as well?
See, as of now, the same-sex marriages are allowed नहीं है.
It's not allowed, but
So
in
basically,
future.
in future, if they get allowed, I think things would be better. अभी क्या है, लोग छुप छुप के चीजें कर रहे हैं. Their rights are being violated. डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस अगर उनके सो कॉल्ड रिलेशनशिप में हो रहा है तो उसको कैसे रिपोर्ट करेंगे? अब्यूज तो वहां पे भी हो सकती है. लीगलाइजेशन है नहीं. देयर इज नो लीगल सैंक्टिटी टू दैट रिलेशनशिप, बट पीपल आर स्टिल गेटिंग मैरिड. सो बेसिकली उनके पासपोर्ट्स पे हस्बैंड का नाम लिखा जाएगा, वाइफ का नाम लिखा जाएगा, इज अगेन अ इशू. सो बेसिकली उस लीगलाइजेशन के बाद बहुत ज्यादा मुझे ये लगता है कि जो इक्वालिटी इन लॉ है वो शुरू हो जाएगी. सिमिलर लॉज आ जाएंगे जेंडर्स के लिए, बिकॉज हमारा जो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मैरिज होगा वही जेंडर न्यूट्रल हो जाएगा. हस्बैंड जो है, जो मेल है वही हस्बैंड है वही वाइफ है, जो फीमेल है वही हस्बैंड है वही वाइफ है. तो ये कैसे पता लगेगा कि हस्बैंड ही बुरा होता है या वाइफ ही बुरी होती है? सो दैट विल इम्प्रूव द सिस्टम अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, बट विथ टाइम ओनली adapting to the society or society's acceptance would come. देखो पहले जब सती प्रथा चलती थी सबको लगता था कि सती प्रथा तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है. It took a lot many years for सती प्रथा to go. बट धीरे धीरे तो आज की डेट में हम सती की बात कर रहे हैं. Everybody would be like it's wrong. If it is wrong, that means उसमें कुछ तो गड़बड़ है.
some people take it very personally कि okay culture में ही नहीं है हमारे and all that.
Who said culture में नहीं है?
There are many people.
Tell them to read the concepts, यार.
Mostly the older generation do say
See,
things like these.
राजा महाराजाओं के टाइम से ये चीजें चलती आ रही हैं. They used to keep eunuch people. They Ardhanarishwar का जो concept है, that is also there in our scriptures. When we read our scriptures, a lot of things come out.
There are so many people who bully the person who comes out as gay or lesbian or whatever.
See, that happens because for them it is not normal. But a person who comes out is a strong person. At least वो अंदर घुट के तो नहीं जी रहा ना.
Exactly.
जब वो अपने आप को खुलेआम जी रहा, ठीक है, अब्यूज है वहां पे यार, उसमें कोई बड़ी बात है नहीं. मतलब अब्यूज तो हर किसी के साथ है. नाउ a person who's got a eye problem, वो बचपन से चश्मिश हो जाता है. A person who's got more weight, वो बचपन से गेंडा है. सो बेसिकली ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट जो है, ये हमारी गलती है. हमारी पेरेंटिंग में भी इशू है ना कि हम इतना मजाक उड़ा पा रहे हैं.
So, sir, do the LGBTQ community have their own law to protect them?
As of now कोई स्पेशल लॉ नहीं बना है. बट ये लॉ बन गया है कि डीक्रिमिनलाइज हो गया है. सेम सेक्स जो चीजें हैं, सेम सेक्स इंटरकोर्सेज हैव बीन डीक्रिमिनलाइज्ड. कार्नल इंटरकोर्स टू सम एक्सटेंट हैज बीन डीक्रिमिनलाइज्ड. तो उससे चीजें थोड़ा थोड़ा जो टैबू है वो जाने लग गया है. देयर वाज अ रिसर्च दैट अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल वर होमो much before also.
Okay.
But this concept of people identifying as cats, dogs, and objects is not correct. I mean, that is why people are taking them in a different manner. जो actual चीजें उनके साथ हो रही हैं वो consider ही नहीं की जा रही.
So there was, I read about it that a woman was attracted to a pole or something and she married the pole.
So see, on that concept, we cannot help it also. We cannot have marital rights for a pole.
Exactly.
Because according to our society, not society also, according to the living world, pole is not a living thing. So, उसके लिए हम क्या laws लेके आएंगे? Another thing is, I guess there are a lot of people who are faking being in the LGBTQ community to get views. They are dressing up like women. Or they're dressing up like men because they think उससे traction बहुत ज़्यादा मिलेगी. And they have made it a marketing stunt also, which is also happening.
Also, sir, should gender identity laws allow for self-identification without medical or legal barriers?
I don't think so. Basically, then there would be a lot of problem in the system at large. Now, a biological male entering a female's washroom will not be correct. You know, that guy might feel empowered, but the women in that washroom might not feel empowered. They'll be feeling unsafe. How would that identification process help anyone?
There are now gender neutral washrooms.
Yes, but those washrooms can be used, only one person can go into them and come out. No, they are not like public urinals where there are a lot of people using the same. So धीरे धीरे चीजें बदलेंगी, but इतनी नहीं बदलनी चाहिए कि कोई unsafe feel करने लग जाए. Now a lady entering a men's washroom, men will also feel awkward. So we need to understand self-identification is not going to help anybody. Because gender, sex और biological चीजों का differentiation बहुत है. So you might identify as anybody, but biologically आप वो नहीं हो, तो दूसरे आदमी को problem होगी. It is better to have trans washrooms or maybe LGBTQ washrooms separately for people who identify different to their biological self. ताकि किसी और को वो unsafe feel ना हो या किसी और को weird feel ना हो. We are talking about rights. Everybody's rights need to be considered.
So उसमें फिर ये भी हो सकता है कि LGBTQ washroom में there might be cases where rape thing will propagate.
See, everything can happen anywhere. I mean, rapes can happen in men's washroom also. So basically धीरे धीरे सोसाइटी जब बढ़ेगी तभी चीजें आगे आएंगी. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम से सब कुछ हो जाएगा. It will take time.
So as we were talking about women in war zones, so should women in war zones have the right to armed self-defense as a protected group?
See, you have a weapon anyways.
Hmm.
So what kind of self defense are we talking about in the battleground? You're having a weapon anyways. So if something wrong happens,
Hmm.
you have the right to fire. But
Al-
then the concept of self defense also depends. If somebody is attacking you with a force, and you can attack them with the similar force.
Hmm.
अब कोई तुम्हारे थप्पड़ मार रहा है, उसके अगेंस्ट में तुम गोली नहीं मार सकते हो.
Hmm.
So that concept is there.
Also, there's like rape and war zones also for women. That women
That
are raped.
happens. That is not a myth. It happens. It's a crime against humanity.
Hmm.
So that is why earlier women were not allowed in war zones.
Hmm.
But now women have also become strong. The concept has become different. Women are more independent. And with time, women are gonna be equally fighting things. हमारे judicial system के अंदर women इतनी आ गई हैं,
Hmm.
which is good. No, we are representing any side and every side. I think people from the LGBTQ community, from the trans community, should also be there in these systems so that everybody is represented.
Hmm. But also, men are also going through the same thing in that area. They cannot speak up about it.
People are speaking about it. See, within the army, sodomy cases are very high.
Hmm.
एंड ऐसा नहीं है लोग बोलते नहीं हैं, लोग बोलते हैं और पनिशमेंट्स भी होती हैं, बट पब्लिकली बाहर नहीं आती हैं.
Okay.
इंटरनली पनिशमेंट करके किसी को घर भेज दिया जाता है, नौकरी से निकाल दिया जाता है, इम्प्रिजनमेंट भी होती है, बट दे आर नॉट जर्नली अवेलेबल इन पब्लिक डोमेन. सॉडमी इज वेरी कॉमन इन मिलिट्री. किसी भी देश की फौज के अंदर सॉडमी कॉमन है, बिकॉज दे आर स्टेइंग अवे फ्रॉम देयर फैमिली एंड दे आर स्टेइंग डिफरेंटली. तो प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं. सॉडमी के केसेस बहुत ज्यादा मिलिट्री में होते हैं, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है.
So how does military law work in this aspect? Is it like कि
Rape is a heinous crime. You are terminated from service. You are given civil imprisonment, and you are first tried by the military court, then by the civil court also in certain places.
so double jeopardy?
It is not double jeopardy. Military law तो आपको ये बताएगा ना कि आपने कुछ heinous करा है. कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी होगी और आपको सिविल पुलिस को हैंड ओवर कर दिया जाएगा.
Okay.
It is not double jeopardy. The day a charge is framed against you and you are convicted, you are thrown out of the army.
So the movements like men's right activism, a legitimate response to gender equality or a backlash against feminism?
It is because feminism has taken a wrong stance. It is not what it was meant for. फेमिनिज्म का मतलब ये नहीं है कि तुम हर चीज को एक मौका समझकर उसको एक्सटॉर्शन की तरफ ले जाओ. Deepika Narayan Bharadwaj is a men's right activist.
Okay.
Her brother was in some case. जिसके बाद she came into this. There is a case of an uncle who was 65 years old. This lady was not vacating the house. Every time he used to go and say, please vacate the house, she used to say कि मैं तुम्हारे ऊपर false rape cases लगा दूंगी. So this is not feminism. So basically men's right have to be equally acknowledged. Men are human too. They might be stronger as per the so-called world, but है तो वो भी इंसान, उनकी भी तो problems है ना, तो equal rights तो.
So would you identify yourself as men's right lawyer?
I do not identify myself as anybody's rights lawyer.
Okay.
My concept is very simple. A client who comes to me, his right to be represented has to be fulfilled. But certainly I believe in the concept of equal laws for men. It should not be कि एक बंदे की बारे में आप जब बात कर रहे हो लेडीज के बारे में तो सजाए मौत हो जाएगी उनके अगेंस्ट में कुछ हो रहा है, किसी लड़के के साथ सेम चीज हुई है तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. That should not be the concept.
So as we talked about it before also, should sports organization create a third category for transgender athletes to ensure fair competition?
See, it again depends whether it is transgender or intersex और gays और lesbians. वो सारा concept अलग हो जाता है और वो बहुत बड़ी debate है. According to me, a biological female should race with a biological female. A biological male should compete with a biological male in sports. जब हम बाकी rights की बात करते हैं तो problems create होती हैं.
Because
क्योंकि जो women है, they do not secrete certain hormones. Men secrete certain hormones. So a biological male Identifying as a female, running a female's race will not be fair.
Like a male who changed his gender to female.
No,
They,
whether there is a मतलब proper surgery वर्जरी अगर हुई है तो अलग बात है, because then hormones will go down,
okay.
estrogen levels increase हो जाएंगे and उनके अंदर masculine hormones नहीं बचेंगे, पर physical strength के ऊपर भी depend करेगा. So according to me सेम बायोलॉजिकल जो है सेक्स है उसके हिसाब से चीजें होनी चाहिए.
Are reproductive rights like abortion solely a women's issue, or do they encompass broader society impacts?
See, basically, if it is in case of rape, a woman has got impregnated, that lady should have the absolute right to get aborted. It was not her choice to get into that pregnancy. When it comes to parenthood, it should be the right of both the parents to decide whether the child has to be aborted or not.
But there's this debate that women should have more say in these matters because she's the one bearing it.
She's the one bearing it and she should have more rights. See, generally parenthood does not happen without reason, no? Just because you don't want to have a bump could not be the reason. That is also a reason for people. I have heard people, not even heard, I have had people come to me saying that we will gain weight, so we do not want to get into a pregnancy. We want to adopt a child. Is it possible? So basically, when it comes to rights of women, we need to understand. In case of rapes, it is the women. In case of a planned parenthood, it should be both the parents.
And if they are in a relationship but it's an unplanned baby?
Depends. I mean, you have to decide, no, whether you want to keep the baby or not. The male might not want to keep the baby. The lady might want to keep the baby. In that case, whose rights are more important? See, when it comes that the male wants to abort and the lady wants to keep it, everybody says women's rights are more important. But when the lady wants to abort it and the guy wants to keep it, that time they say, nee, the female has got more burden on her. Why so? That equality has to be there.
Also, sir, how does the intersection of gender and technology, like AI, bias, online harassment, shape rights in the digital age?
We've come up with the concept of digital rape now.
Okay.
Earlier it was not there. We've come up with the concept of Omegle, like website thi. It has shut down.
Okay.
Because of the online harassment that took place of a lady.
Okay.
Because anonymously आप किसी से भी बात करते थे, उसको कुछ भी बोलते थे. अब्यूज तो था ही वो. आज की डेट में फेसबुक के ऊपर या इंस्टाग्राम के ऊपर गंदे गंदे कमेंट्स लोग क्रिएटर्स के ऊपर करते हैं. उसके अगेंस्ट में लॉज हैं. साइबर एक्ट के अंडर, आईटी एक्ट के अंदर आपको पनिशमेंट मिलती है अलॉन्ग विद ऑफेंसेस अगेंस्ट वुमेन. So basically rights are coming in. They will come up again and again. There was a lady, not a lady, girl, 14 years old. She was compelled to strip and insert things online. It was termed as digital rape. The guy was punished.
Okay. So I don't think many people know about this concept.
It has just started coming up in the society. तो धीरे धीरे लोगों को पता चलेगा. उसके बाद क्या है कि a lot of people are also being abused by morphed pictures, morphed videos. That's a crime. So now technologies are coming in that the government is trying to acquire. तो अगर आपकी कोई morphed video चले जाती है तो उसको इंटरनेट से कैसे हटाया जाए, उसके ऊपर क्या किया जाए, इसके ऊपर लोग काम कर रहे हैं. धीरे धीरे वो भी आएगा. मतलब it takes time. Technology is a devil at times, but that devil can be tamed. It is not something that cannot be tamed. When computers came in, Trojan horse virus करके एक बहुत बड़ा वायरस होता था जो आपके पेन ड्राइव्स में और गेम्स में चला जाता था. अब एंटीवायरस आ गए हैं तो यू आर सेफ, नो?
Also there's this concept of revenge porn जो भी होता है कि there are also laws.
See, according to me, whether you're a guy or a girl, you should never let anybody record your private moments. If you're allowing that, that means you have consented that person to record that. So basically उसके बाद उसका misuse होना possible है. It is not कि कभी मिसयूज नहीं होगा. अगर वो लड़के ने नहीं किया या लड़की ने नहीं किया, आपका फोन चोरी हो गया, उसमें से डेटा निकल गया, there is a data breach and your data got, what should I say? Your data got stolen. So what would you do? Somebody posts it.
Yeah.
So you need to be very safe, and your concept has to be very simple in that manner. You have to be very clear that I don't want to be recorded. I do not consent to be recorded.
So are there any laws in
Yeah.
regard to this?
If a video has been posted, that person who has posted it, उसका source निकाला जाता है, उसको पकड़ा जाता है, proper trial होता है. There was a
Okay.
case in which one of my very close friends, she's an influencer on Instagram.
Okay.
Somebody was again and again abusing her, putting her number in the comments and calling her names and saying that she's available for certain things.
Okay.
Now this lady, she came up to me and said कि यार ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है. I said go and complain. That guy was arrested. He was not given bail for a long period of time. So ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारा सिस्टम प्रोटेक्ट नहीं करता है, प्रोटेक्ट करता है, बट उस प्रोटेक्शन के बाद भी अब्यूज तो हो रहा है, एंड अब्यूज सिस्टम रोक नहीं सकता है. मतलब अब्यूज मेंटालिटी के अंदर आ गया है लोगों के, जिसके कारण हो रहा है. तो उसको कंट्रोल करना थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है till the time we are not able to appraise people in a particular manner.
So one thing which happened with my friend was she was getting repeatedly call from multiple numbers and she was blocking each one of them, but she used to get call from another number फिर से, and वो कितना भी block करे, he was calling from another number and was talking in a vulgar manner. So is there a law for that?
Yeah,
thing
she should
also?
complain to the nearest police station and also file a cyber complaint.
Okay.
Cyber police जो है online complaint file करो with the number and the screenshots and everything. That is a punishable offense.
So the person who was making her these calls will be punished for.
Would be punished for stalking, would be punished for vulgar comments, would be punished for outraging the modesty of a woman virtually also. What is the modesty of a woman? Any word spoken against the woman which harms her reputation comes under that, no?
Okay.
Any word spoken or written or in pictorial manner also is vulgarity only.
Okay. Also, sir, should sex work be fully decriminalized as a matter of gender rights and personal autonomy?
See, when we talk about sex workers or people working in that profession in India, the problem is that sex work is not illegal. Prostitution, जिसको हम common terms में बोलते हैं, वो illegal नहीं है. Running a brothel is illegal. अब उससे क्या हो रहा है कि चल तो वो रही है जो है, उसके कारण rights of these workers are not given to them. They are abused. There a lot of crime against them. So उसको decriminalize करके अगर हम एक तरीके से देखें तो शायद डिफरेंस आ जाएगा. बट कुछ लोग ये भी कहते हैं कि अगर वो फॉर्मलाइज हो गया तो बहुत लोग जो अपने घर पे ही काम कर रहे हैं वो कर ही नहीं पाएंगे. तो बेसिकली ये बहुत बड़ी डिबेट है, बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसको समझने के लिए बहुत बात करनी पड़ेगी. मतलब इट इज नॉट समथिंग that I can answer in 2 minutes.
Okay. Like it's a whole topic in itself.
It's a vast topic. It includes human rights also. It includes gender rights also. It includes personal rights also. It includes right to profession also. It includes the constitutional rights also. It includes the right of the children born out of sex workers. They've got no legitimacy. They do not have fathers at times. So how would you give them the legitimate right? There was a time in this country उनके आधार कार्ड नहीं बनाए जाते थे, उनको स्कूल्स में एडमिशन नहीं मिलती थी. धीरे धीरे रिफॉर्म्स आ रहे हैं तो अब उनको स्कूल्स में तो पढ़ने के लिए जगह मिल रही है ना.
So they were basically treated as a second class citizens.
Third class citizens, not even second class citizens.
So do you think we can achieve gender equality without addressing economic disparities like unpaid labor?
See, unpaid labor का कॉन्सेप्ट अपने आप में बहुत डिफरेंट है. जेंडर डिस्पैरिटी ये है कि आज की डेट में जब भी कोई मार्केट में जाता है काम करने तो वो बिना पैसे के काम नहीं कर रहा है. इफ यू मीन अनपेड लेबर इज घर पे काम करना, वो कॉन्सेप्ट अब चेंज होता हुआ मुझे तो दिख रहा है. आई मीन पीपल हु वर्क विद मी, दे आर मैरिड, वो अपने घर पे खाना बना रहे हैं, वेदर दे आर मेल्स और फीमेल्स, वो घर में सारी चीजों में हेल्प कर रहे हैं, एंड जनरली दोनों जो पार्टनर्स हैं वो आज की डेट में बाहर जा रहे हैं काम करने। तो बेसिकली अनपेड लेबर वाला कॉन्सेप्ट तो अब धीरे धीरे जाता है।
That is still some part of it. Most of the women are doing the unpaid work and not getting even appreciated for the work they do.
See, I have not been raised in that manner, so I'll not be able to give you a very different answer to it. But we make sure that we thank our mother or sister when she cooks. When I cook, they thank me also. मतलब अगर मैं चाय बनाता हूँ तो वो भी खुश होता है, और जब हमें कुछ अच्छा लगता है तो हम बोलते हैं। Then the best way to appreciate is to acknowledge that they're doing something for you. And उसके अंदर तुम उसको क्वांटिफाई कैसे करोगे? मतलब उसमें तुम पेमेंट्स थोड़ी दे दोगे। मतलब how can you quantify that? If you come up with a concept to quantify it, maybe that will become a law someday. But I don't think so that will become a law.
Is the push for inclusivity overshadowing the unique struggles of women in some spheres?
I am not able to get the question.
Oh, so we might skip this question.
No, you'll be able to explain it to me, then I can answer.
So, when women...
You are saying that when women are inclusivity is basically giving what?
Is the push for inclusivity overshadowing the unique struggles of women in some spheres?
I don't think so. Struggle तो आज भी same है, men की भी struggle same है, women की भी struggle same है. So yeah, I don't think so. There's a difference there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are efforts to support gender minorities unintentionally erasing the rights of cisgender women?
No, rights तो उतने ही है, rights कहीं पे भी खत्म नहीं किए जा रहे हैं, बट राइट्स को एक्नॉलेज किया जा रहा है। विमेन राइट्स को कौन मना कर रहा है कि विमेन राइट्स नहीं होने चाहिए? विद न्यू राइट्स कमिंग इन फॉर पीपल, एलजीबीटीक्यू राइट्स अगर आ भी रहे हैं तो उसमें विमेन राइट्स को कहीं पे साइडलाइन नहीं किया जा रहा है। इट इज एन एडिशनल पार्ट टू इट।
So do you think the legal definition of family be updated to better reflect contemporary relationship, including those with same-sex or non-binary parents?
Certainly, yes, I answered that question when I said that we should legalize the concept of family now. Family and marriages of same-sex people should be legalized. It will bring in a lot of reforms.
Is there a place for gender-specific programs like women-only spaces or funding initiatives in modern society, or do they reinforce the very gender divides, the equality efforts?
See, there are women-specific places. There is a law firm which only has women employees. Okay. There are pink toilets. There are pink rickshaws in UP. Okay. There are concepts of compartments only for women. There are concepts of a lot of things. People do things in a very different manner, so that's not an issue. I guess they are giving proper rights to women at certain places. मतलब हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं, बट उसको यूटिलाइज कितना किया जा रहा है वो भी है ना। मतलब अब हम मेट्रो के अंदर एक वुमेन कंपार्टमेंट बना दिया है हमने, बट उस वुमेन कंपार्टमेंट में कितने लोग आ पाएंगे इज अ प्रॉब्लम, नो?
Should gender and sexuality education be a core part of human rights education in school, or is this a subject best left for family or religious teachings?
How many schools teach human rights is a question.
They don't.
How many law schools are teaching human rights in India? Very few. So basically जो भी उसको समझा सकता है, पढ़ा सकता है, वही करवा पाएगा. I mean, it is for the society to do it.
Okay, so like most of the schools there are like sex education, but there are no sex education, but people are pushing for it.
See, when I was in class 9th or 10th, हमें reproduction पढ़ाया गया था, तो लड़कों को अलग बिठाया गया था क्लास में, लड़कियों को अलग बिठाया गया था. That concept is not correct. I mean, it is something which is the universal truth. We will only the society is going to progress with birth only, no? That's how we're giving birth to new people. That's how the society revolves. लोग बुजुर्ग होते जाएंगे तो जवानों को भी आना पड़ेगा. So we need to be more open about it.
Okay, so we will end the discussion with it. It was a great discussion.
Thank you.
Thank you.